Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Garima's Magical Talks, and here I am back with another video for the last 2-month strategy for your final board examination. Now before directly jumping into the strategies and the steps, there is a very important thing which I want to tell you, that your step number 1 before actually going with these things which I'm gonna tell you in the video is to complete your entire syllabus. Okay, if you are still lagging behind and your syllabus is not completed yet, then don't directly jump into the sample papers and the previous year question papers, please. Yeah, just check out my this video February strategy, in which I told you that how to complete your entire syllabus in just 1 month. And I guess you can just follow the same steps which I told in the video and try to complete your all the 5 to 6 subject syllabus by the end of the March. It's the necessity of the time that you need to hurry up, guys. Okay, so I hope I made my point clear that first you need to complete your entire syllabus. Check out the video, check out the strategy and the steps, and complete your syllabus by the end of the March anyhow. Okay, then you have to start with sample papers. Also, you have to go with the previous year question papers to get the idea, and sometimes the same questions are being repeatedly asked, so if you're lucky you'll get the same question. These two things now you have to focus if you have completed with your syllabus and everything, that is sample papers and previous year questions. Let me begin with the sample papers. Now the very first thing which comes into your mind is it necessary to solve sample papers? If you don't solve any sample paper, we're gonna get like very low marks and all these different kinds of questions. So I would say it's not like that you will get very bad marks or you can't score good, but it's a very important fact. You just can't ignore it like that. And the thing why it is important, what is the importance of the sample papers? If you understand this, then I guess your all questions are answered. So what happens, guys, I know that the first time you are going to give your board examination and all the pressure upon you, so if you directly just go to the the exam hall and sit for the paper, then there are chances that you are like the things but you're not able to recollect it, or you're very much nervous, or the things but what happens that you're not able to go with the time management and your 5 to 6 marks question just छूट जाता है. There are these instances, and to avoid all these things we go with the sample papers as a kind of practice, that you have to set your mindset as if you are giving your board exam only. Okay, it's not like okay it's just simple paper, it's for practice like that, matlab jaisa taisa de diya. It's not gonna be like that. You have to make your mind very clear that okay, this is not the sample paper or revision or practice. I am giving my final board examination and it's a do or die situation. And so everything which you need to follow there, your paper presentation and everything. So that's point number 1, to avoid these things in your final board examination. It's a kind of practice for you. So the second thing in which the sample papers help is that they provide you a wider perspective of the questions, that how from that same topic different type of twisted questions can be made, and then you need to answer them. So the third, as I told you, it is your writing practice to complete your the whole question paper within 3 hours, or basically 2 hours 45 minutes, so that you get the last 15 minutes to recheck your paper. When you start solving the sample papers, the very first question, why to solve, I have told you. Second question, that which publisher sample paper book we should choose. I would suggest you Oswal and Educat for the sample papers of all science, mathematics, SST and the subjects as well. There are I guess 15 sample papers with the solutions, so you can just carry on with it. And if you go with the another option, that if you don't want to purchase any book and you would just go with the online sample papers, there are websites which provide you that. So of course you can go with it, the syllabus is the same, but make sure that whichever website you are choosing to get the question paper, they're also providing you the list of the answers also, right? Otherwise you just have to like type each and every question to get the answer, so that's gonna be time consuming. Now the third thing is how many sample papers you should solve to score good marks. I would say minimum 10 sample papers for science as well as mathematics, like compulsory, don't miss it. And for the languages, you can decrease it as per your convenience. If you will look for the other videos, they will suggest you the same 10 to 15, 15 to 20 simple papers. But I would say yes, you have to go with your own pace. You have to see that how much till what time you're completing your syllabus, you're having your school also right now. So how you're able to cope up with the things. But just make sure that at least you're solving for all of the subject 5 simple papers. And for the maths and the science, also I would say for the social science, minimum 10 simple papers. Minimum 10 simple papers. A couple of things which you should keep in your mind while solving the simple papers, as I told you. First thing, that your mindset should be that you're giving your board examination. Don't take your simple papers lightly. They help you in incredible way in your board examination. Trust me, guys. I hope the first thing is clear. The second thing is you actually try to solve the simple paper in the same time span as you will be giving your boards. Like from the time 9 to 12 or from 8:30 to 11:30. You are going to sit for complete 3 hours in complete silence with your pin pages, with the question paper if you have, otherwise with the downloaded one. You will start like question number 1 solution and everything for the complete 3 hours. Not going to miss any question that okay, I know it, हाँ इसमें ये सब लिखना है, okay leave it, go to the next question. No, you have to solve each and every question in that within those 3 hours. Okay, it will be really helpful that if you choose this time span of 9 to 12 or 8:30 to 11:30. What will happen if you will do this for 1 month, you know, so your brain will be ready for it, and then there cannot be any chance that you are feeling sleepy at that moment or any anxiety attack or anything. Your mind will be very much prepared कि okay, इस time span में तो मुझे और ज़्यादा काम करना होता है, and even your hand will be ready to write more and more. Another thing which I want to tell you is, as I told you, that you took it with a serious note that you're giving your board examination. So you can go with the same routine, you know, you can just wake up at 6 and then you can revise it till 8, 8:30 and then just set up with all your stationery and everything that okay, I'm gonna give my exam now, like that. So in short, if I try to summarize this whole simple paper part, is that simple papers have an important role to play in terms of your revision and the practice. And you have to get up early, you have to go with the 2-hour revision, and then you will sit for proper 3 hours to give your simple paper with the perspective that actually you're giving your board examination. You will take care of the paper presentation also. So make sure you are going with all of it. Don't cheat yourself in any way by seeing the answers or instead of writing the points in detail, just writing the short points, giving the excuse that okay, I know this answer very well. No, if you know it or you don't know it, whatever, it's your final examination. So just write whatever you know, and always think as if the person who is going to check the paper knows nothing. Think that you are explaining this concept to someone. So every little thing, every definition, every basic to basic thing you will include in your answer, which will make your answer just amazing, you know. So don't think that the person or the teacher, of course the teacher who is going to check the paper knows everything, right? But why the person is checking your paper? To know your knowledge, right? So while writing the answer, write from the perspective as if the person knows nothing about the topic and going to explain everything in detail. And after giving the paper, you will take a rest and then you will check your answers. You will see that okay, these are the places where I have committed the mistakes, and either you're going to write that answer once again or you're going to revise that concept twice. And then at night you can just start preparing for your another subject simple paper practice, right? You can go like 1 day science, 1 day maths, 1 day SST. So after completing all the checking portion and all, you can start with the revision and the preparation for the next examination. And this schedule you are going to go with for 1 month, and it is going to give you incredible results. Okay, so this video is gonna be little long because of the things I am explaining in detail. So the second thing which comes as your revision practice is your previous year question papers. Now again the same thing, are they important? If you don't just overlook at them, then is it not going to fetch you good results? So the answer is no. It's like if your preparation is good, you have done simple papers nicely, So it's not like that if you don't know that okay, this question came before in previous examinations, then it will affect you. It's again the case that in board examinations we see this kind of pattern that out of everything, some topics are really very important, and one question comes from that topic. It's like fixed that you have to give one question from this topic. It's fixed, you can't skip it. The thing is like that in the boards. So you will find some pretty questions that they are being repeatedly asked in maybe in a gap of 2 years or 3 years in a mixed way, right? So again, so that's how it goes. It is basically a kind of your revision of the most important topics which you can't afford to skip it. So that was all about the importance. Now the second thing is, how do we begin with it? There are 2 ways for the previous year question papers. Option number 1 is that you actually go to the online websites and you download the board examination paper of 2010, board examination paper of 2011, like that, all the board examination papers till 2020, and then there you will get the option that you want set 1, set 2, set 3, and then you randomly choose any set, and then you solve that whole paper for the proper setting of 3 hours. That's one way. And the another way is that you purchase question bank of any publisher which you want. My suggestion will be Oswal, because I personally used it and I did not like referred another reference book, so I have no much idea. There would be other ones too. So as per your wish, just a good question bank, you purchase it. In that you will get, okay, this is the chapter Rise of Nationalism in Europe, and in this chapter these were the questions which were asked in 2015, 2016, 2017. So chapter wise previous year questions you will be doing like that. Now out of these 2 options, I definitely prefer option number 2, and I suggest you to go with it, but you can still go with option number 1. Now the reason why I tell you to go with option number 2, that is with the question bank, because if you go with the option number 1, that is if you download the previous board papers, and what will happen as your syllabus is reduced, point number 1, your syllabus is reduced, you will get confused that okay, I don't know this question, where the hell this question came from. It can be that it is from your syllabus and you might skip it ki na aisa kuch to padha nahi tha maine, it must be from the deleted topics, and then you leave it. So there are chances for that. Reason number 1. Reason number 2, that your paper pattern has changed, right? You need to look for more and more 1 markers, more and more picture based, assertion reasoning based questions. So if you download a paper of 2011 and you solve it, it's okay, but you're not getting the exposure to the different marking schemes, different types of questions, and second, you might get confused that these questions are from deleted topics or not. And I feel that these 2 reasons are big enough that you leave option number 1 and go with the question bank. If you want to go with that proper 3-hour sitting solving of the papers, then go with the simple papers now. They will give you also one thing for the simple papers which I missed out, that please purchase the latest ones or like the 1 year older ones, because they have the new paper pattern. They are having those 20 marks objective MCQs and fill in the blank stuff, which you need to practice more and more, right? So please make sure that you are following the new paper pattern for your practice. And in the question bank, they actually give you that okay, from this topic these can be the 1 markers can be framed, from this topic these can be the 3 markers, and these are your previous year questions. In bracket it will be written 2016. Okay, the question was asked in 2016, like that. So now complete your syllabus fatafat and go just jump into these sample papers, solve daily sample papers, gain your confidence back, practice more hard, go through the previous year question papers with question bank. You know, like if you have planned, okay, that tomorrow I'm going to give mathematics sample paper of this Educat or Oswal, whatever, and you are going with the revision, you can actually, in that revision time, you can revise the previous year questions. So you can actually take these 2 hand by hand, okay? That revision I'm doing from the question bank, in that way my previous year questions will get covered. Tomorrow I'm going to give the sample paper for 3 hours, new paper pattern, time management, paper presentation. Everything is gonna be the perfect thing. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out any update. Also, please like, share and comment. Your support is what all I need. And also, if you are new to my channel, then don't forget to check out the class 10th playlist. I have shared all subjects, my handwritten notes and the tips and the tricks which you need to score above 95%. Do check out the playlist and show your love and support. Thank you. Study hard. Take care. Bye bye.